You are listening to the Gate 7 International Podcast, a podcast connecting Olympiakos fans from Melbourne to Baltimore, from London to Piraeus. We are 4 Olympiakos fans from every corner of the world, bringing you news and interviews of the team you love in English. With new episodes twice a week, you'll never lose the latest updates and stories of the team you love. This is our team, our city, and our land. Man Aoniro Trello. You're listening to the Gate 7 International Podcast.
Welcome to the Gate 7 International Podcast, your official English source for all things Olympiakos FC and Greek football. My name is Peter Thompson. It's been a while for me, folks. It's been, I swear, like 25 years since I've last done a podcast. In reality, more like a couple weeks, but it's that time of year for me, but I'm happy to be back for today. I'm here with Lambro and Costa. We've got a whole lot of stuff to get into. Transfers are going absolutely bonkers right now. People like literally losing count of the names that are coming in the press, in and out, all sorts of stuff that we have to talk about today. Definitely, if you've seen something in the comments and you're listening live, like we'd love to hear what names you're excited about. You know, let us know if there's a name that you want us to talk about, because there's so much stuff flying around. We're going to try to keep it concise, but we usually don't do very well with that. And then if we have time, we will do some stuff with the Euros, which, of course, start on Friday. Greece, of course, not competing. Whatever. Who was surprised by that? They won't be competing in a major tournament for some time. Anyway, we'll still we know a lot of people like to watch the Euros, and people are excited about that. So if we have time, because we don't want to have a 5-hour long podcast, we'll do some takes. We'll discuss our picks and whatnot. So it should be an exciting one. Now we've got Lambro here, who's just like absolutely smashing a protein shake. The big gains over here, Mr. Big Gains, also Mr. Big Transfers. So Lambro, I'm just gonna let you let her rip with some of these transfers. Who's the first person you want to talk about?
What's up, everyone? My new role is transfer guru. I am back. I'm sorry for the protein shake. I'm just running back from the gym. Anyway, I have an array of food here I'm going to be eating. Anyway, guys, so first name I know you guys have been talking about, a lot of people have been talking about today, is Henry Onyekuru of Galatasaray and Monaco. Someone Adi and Costa don't like. Peter, I don't know your opinion yet. But supposedly we've signed him, blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Turkish media, no one knows. But Galatasaray has until, I think, Friday night to put in a bid for his release clause, which is around 6 million euros. Who knows what they're going to do? The fans love him there. That may be too expensive for them. I don't know their financial situation. So, yeah, that broke today in Turkish media, not confirmed by Greek sources. Who knows? The other name that broke actually in the past hour is Romain Del Castillo of Rennes, and that's a team in France. He's the left-footed winger. I brought him up this weekend. And according to Nikos Kostis, he has supposedly agreed to terms, and finances have been agreed on the deal, but Pedro Martins is waiting to give the okay. So to be honest with you guys, that sounds like bullshit. At what point does both sides agree? And then the coach is like, I don't know, I got to give the okay. I read the story and it's kind of transfer fodder. It doesn't make sense, to be honest with you. You would think the coach would say, oh, okay, before they agreed to terms with the player. But anyway, we'll see what the deal is with him.
That's one of the typical transfers that you see when you're in Greece and you walk to the kiosk and before there was internet and before you could read papers on your tablet, you'd walk over to the kiosk, the Periptero, and you'd look at all the front pages on the Madalaka, on the clips, and you're like, oh, okay, what does Protasliti say? What's on Foss front page? And it says, Del Castillo, stand by. No, that's what the headline is tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Probably. Yeah. No, so I have no idea what the deal is with this Del Castillo deal. Kotsis, for the record, works for Mega and Top 10 Telia GR, which are pretty close to the club, you could say. So I kind of always take his stories with a bit more seriousness because I kind of feel like he's given stories by the club. Maybe I don't want to say anything like that, but he's gotten Taquinho right. He got a few others right. I talked about how he said like this Camara kid, the winger of Lille, I want to say, was signed. A week has gone by. We haven't heard anything about that. Who knows? Maybe it's like a youth team signing. That's why we didn't hear anything. I don't know. But other than that, the name Clement Grenier of also Rennes is also in the news, a central midfielder. You guys may know him best for playing at the 10. Was it at Roma? He's been playing at the 8 more recently. Martial may be giving you guys a profile in the next few days on our website of the player. This is the Pepe replacement, I would say. Pepe.
He better do a hell of a lot more than that. What's he gonna replace sitting on the beach and playing 20 minutes against Larissa in the fucking league?
He's much more quality.
This guy's played in the Champions League. Like, I'm actually excited for this signing. I mean, like, I think maybe we can say he's maybe more of a Madi Camara replacement if Madi leaves.
No,
right?
no,
well,
no, no,
in the sense of he's gonna be playing like those minutes.
He's gonna play.
But he's not a Pepe replacement.
I just don't like to say like Camara replacement, Sarr
replacement. He's not going to do what Madi does. But like we're losing thousands of minutes in the form of Madi, and somebody will have to play, even if it's like a different system. Also, it has to say Madi. We played Madi like as basically a 10, and it is in his best position. And Grenier might actually be more fit to play there. We have to say that.
Clement Grenier is one of many. Many of those French players that was coming through 10 years ago. He's 30 now.
It's like Jan and Villa. He's a bit like Jan and Villa.
Yeah, like that kind of player that was there, and they were thinking of him and saying, "Oh, this guy's going to be big." And he signed for Lyon when Juninho Pernambucano, the free kick specialist, was retiring, and I remember they were touting him to replace Juninho. He's got a hell of a free kick on him, so I just, for that alone, like the free kick taking ability and the set pieces, the corners, I think for that piece that we would be getting alone on a free transfer, it's worth its money. But he's 30 years old. He's not that old. He looks to me like he's gotten more aggressive over the last couple of years as well, from years ago when I'd seen him play. But he's that kind of, I don't know, he feels like he has that kind of Olympiakos aura about him. He's creative, like he likes to do a flick or two here and there, to get the crowd going. And yeah, I think it is more a Pepe type replacement. So like, because Pepe's got good touch, like good passing, he's got all of that, but he just doesn't have the nerve to go with it and the mentality for the club. But this guy could have it. I don't know. I'm quite excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm reasonably encouraged by that as well. Like maybe it just seems a bit too Jan and Villa-esque. Like there's the French connection, the like similar type of transfer that he's coming in on. So maybe I'm just like sort of blinded by the fact that it feels a lot like the Jan and Villa transfer. But I mean, this is a guy who played in Champions League and started last year. So like clearly he's a high quality player with big experience. I think this is one that we would want to try out. I think it adds something to our midfield, potentially some versatility, being able to play as a 10 or as an 8 also. I wonder if we would even see like Villa and Grenier in the midfield together. That could be an interesting pairing. Yeah, I definitely want to give this one a try, especially like, can we talk about like, are we going to sell Pepe for a profit? Like, are these rumors serious? Like Portuguese teams are encouraged by what they saw at Cote FC Famalicão and want to take him off our hands. I would not say no to that. They do.
This is going to take some time. This one, central midfield is not a priority. Pepe's going to come in and he's going to, he'll start at preseason. They'll look at him. If a bid comes in and they get 3 million, 3.5, they'll sell him. But the Grenier thing, I think, is not going to happen anytime soon.
Really? Interesting.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime
Well,
soon.
I mean, we can't sell Pepe until July, right? So, I mean, that would.
Wait, when is the window open? Because I think it just opened in the UK. Is it open or is it July 1 for us? I
think
literally
for
don't
everything
know.
except free transfers, it's July 1, which is why we got Tiquinho in. And we could
Is it?
sign Grenier, but the point Costa's trying to make is we probably will not sign him until we are sure that Pepe is not going to be in the fold. And we can't sell Pepe until July 1st, probably. So, yeah, I mean, I totally agree. It is actually amazing to me how many transfer rumors are flying around, and the window's not really all that close to even opening, let alone closing. So it's going to be a hot summer in Greece, folks. We have to say Lambro is going to be down there. He's going to be going to the airport. A whole lot of things to talk about. But Grenier is one to keep an eye on. As Costa says, I think the club's number one priority does seem to be a winger. And then depending on who leaves, replacing those positions. But that's going to only happen when they leave. And right now we know we need a winger no matter who stays or not.
And it looks like we're going to need a goalkeeper pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
That was exactly what I was going to say. So Fabrizio, what's his name? Romano. Is that the name? He's the here we go guy. Everyone's like, he's the king of transfers. From his mouth, Rui Patricio off to the Italian capital. And that means Jose Sa is off to Wolverhampton Wanderers. I have a gut feeling what's going to happen here is we're not going to get 13 or 15 million. We're going to get like 9 or 10 million, but it's Mendes client BS. And we're going to get a player, he's going to be like, okay, let's go for a decent lower price. And I'll bring you a winger. I have a feeling that the Jota, did I mention that? No, I haven't. Young Benfica winger was out on, what was it? He was out on loan to some team. Yeah, there it is. And he played 10, 12 games as sub mostly. He wasn't great. He's 22. He's a hot prospect. Supposedly his release clause is like 20 million euros. I don't know. This one could be interesting. He's young. He's quick. A lot of people compared him to Pinakas. I don't know. So Sa may be leaving, but does that get us Jota or does that get us another Mendes client? Unclear.
But there's a potential huge domino there, isn't there? Because you've got Rui Patricio, age 33. Apparently, Jose Mourinho's asked him as number one target to go under the sticks for Roma. So they're talking about a 12 million fee almost being a done deal for Patricio to leave Wolves, join Roma. Patricio is a Mendes player. That would mean Sa would then move for 12 million to Wolves. And I want to tell you a story here. If you remember when Jose Sa signed for the club, there were journalists asking him, how did it happen? And the usual kind of questions. And in his interview, he said it was as simple as Jorge Mendes picking up the phone and calling Sa and telling him, you're getting on a plane to Greece tomorrow. You're going to go and play for Olympiakos. So this is almost the same thing that's going to happen here. Jorge Mendes is going to do the Patricio deal, then call Jose Sa and say, tomorrow, pack your bags, you're going to Wolverhampton. This is basically what's going to happen. And the way I see it, what we're going to get out of this is 12 million. So that's actually almost 10 million profit. I think we signed him for 2 or 3 million. Fantastic. And then we're going to get Jota as a loan deal as well for a year. That's how it works.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'd take that.
I would take it. I want this Jota as well. I think he's got some potenza to him. He's like 22, very short, fast. That's my criteria.
He'll get minutes too. But honestly, guys, we were talking about this off camera. There aren't really players, the players that are being touted for winger these past few weeks, Feguli, what's his name? The other Onyekuru and Kudu. They're not really exciting me, to be honest.
They don't do much.
I know that we're probably going to be going for 2 wingers, and the idea is to get someone in now, and that's probably going to be like a project player, someone with potential. And then in August, when the prices go down, look for opportunities like an Envia type player, a high stature player a star player that we might be able to get on good terms. But right now, I really am thinking like, is Onyekuru better than Vušaj? Is he better than Čumić that I haven't seen yet? It's like, should I pay 4 million to Monaco to try and sign this kid who's been going? He's been going to like a different club every 5 years. Oh, hang on a minute. Who else did that? Bruma.
Yeah, Costa, you took the goddamn words out of my mouth.
It's below the belt.
We're going to get 2 Brumas this summer. That's what's going to happen. We're going to get 2 more Brumas to replace Bruma and Lazar. And we're going to be like, yes, big bam, wingers. We got the wingers. But it's literally just going to be 2 more Brumas that we're just going to be like, oh, scored a goal today. He's looking good. Maybe the form comes up. And then kills a bird and sucks. And like, we're going to be like, this guy is a clown. He's a coat. He needs to go. And it's just going to be a whole season of this. And then next summer, we're going to be like, all right, guys, this is the summer. We bring in the big winger. Galatasaray's knocking on the door. This is huge. And the cycle repeats itself. We're not like,
how dare you?
How dare both of you?
The players are the same as last summer. Gary Rodriguez,
it's the same.
Now Onyekuru, for fuck's sake, even Jota. Okay, Jota was on the list.
Jota was from last summer as well. There's literally no new names. It's recycle bin.
The Jota deal didn't happen probably because Benfica were pissed that we didn't give them Semedo.
That's what I heard on the radio. I heard that exactly because we didn't give them Semedo. They didn't give us Jota.
Makes sense.
That's right.
Well, the FOS is running out of paper, so they just hang up the newspapers from last year on the stoop so people can read them. And they just scratch out the 0 in 2020, replace it with a 1.
I need a comment here because I did a deep dive. I'm not going to lie. I did a deep dive on Henry. I watched 2 YouTube videos, and I think he's the next Ronaldo. He's fantastic.
You watched the video that his agent, yeah? You watched the video that his agent put up.
Dude, watch a Ruben Vinagre video and tell me what you find.
Dude, Henry just, I don't know. He's got that different sauce on YouTube. He looks good. I'm not gonna lie. Del Castillo looks great on YouTube too. So I'm like,
Dalbert, YouTube, FIFA.
I'm kind of scared to go watch Bruma's YouTube, and everyone's like, the next CR7 Bruma question mark.
Dude, Lambro, you're turning into like the 14-year-olds in the comments. That's like,
I know.
95 pace on FIFA. Let's bring him in.
Sometimes I just like, especially when I'm in Athens and I read the newspaper, I'm just like, whoo, I'm convinced. Like, I'm like, this is it. This is the one. And get burned every goddamn time. But Henry, I don't know. Like, all the kids on Instagram like him as well. I don't know if you guys saw that. All the comments are like, Henry, hell yeah, Henry's the best, blah, blah, blah.
Welcome to Olympiakos.
Yeah, exactly. Like we'll see. I don't love it, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just so tired of the recycle bin names, and I don't know. We need a good winger just so bad. Just bring Kevin Mirallas back. I don't know. Like, it's a clown show. You never know.
Guys, I'm going to change the subject. I want to talk about legit big players here. Maybe some of these guys we're mentioning have played for their national team. The guys I want to talk about are too big for their national team, okay? Let's take a journey to the back line. Now, we posted something on Instagram, Gate7INTL today. Some rumors coming in for some old faces. Some of our favorites. There they are. How's that for a back 3, folks? Can we talk about that? Let's talk about this. We've got Socrates. We've got one already. We're 1/3 of the way there, okay? Manolas, Siovas has just been relegated. So, maybe he's probably leaving his team in Spain. The only question is he going to find another bottom feeder La Liga club, or is he going to come to glory with Olympiakos and play European football? Let's be honest, guys.
He's coming, baby. He's coming.
And then we've got Manolas, who has been a great defender in Italy, despite what some folks on social media will say. He's been better than Mavropanos. He's been better than Savelas. He's also, of course, rumored to make his return to the Erythrolevki and come back to Olympiakos and wear the red and white shirt once again. guys, like I know Semedo exists and I know Ba exists, but like, this back three, can we say like world class for Greece? Oh my goodness! Like, what else do I even have to say?
Imagine this back three for freaking the Greek national team. We're celebrating a back five of Thanasis, these three, and Pinakas. Woo, we're flying. Like we're
never
flying.
a goal again.
We don't need it. We need K-Pap, Zavelas, and Zvarnas, man. They're much better than those three at the back.
God. Literally, like that five of those three, Tsimikas and Androutsos, would be like, I would just orgasmic back five, but JVS will never do it. It's literally a dream. Like,
it is a dream.
I'm watching it and then I wake up and I'm like, and then I turn on the real TV and it's
Imagine
like
tuning in to watch Greece for these national teams, and then you have Odysseas in goal in this back five. Like, who scores? Like, that's an unreal.
You can do what you can play Bakasetas, whatever you want. Like that team is an absolute rock at the back.
I'll take that. If you have those five like JVS, you can play Bakasetas.
Just shore up the defense, man. Like it's a joke.
No, but can I say something? Like rumors about Manolas, I'll read the headline. Nico Stamatellos said today on the radio, Manolas wants to return to Olympiakos yesterday. Like that was the rough translation, if I remember correctly. And like he's dying to come back. He really wants to come back. And then there's been like some Twitter rumors. Like there was this guy who said stuff about Taquinho coming early. Said Manolas is coming back. He was playing around with it, and I was like, these people can't be playing with our emotions like this. Like Manolas, Siovas. I
have to read this comment out from Yorgos Pefanis. Put back Pasetas in net if they're in front of him. I wouldn't mind it. God, how much of a disaster would that be? Him in goal, because all he knows how to do is pass backwards. He would just pass it into the net. And
give away corners left and right.
Just clear it. No, but yeah, I mean that would be fantastic. Even one of them, like, because we don't know what's going to happen with Semedo. People are saying Semedo might be sticking around. Maybe like. That's what the words are saying. And I mean, I think we discussed this. Like, I think the one thing that one of us said is like, we have to remember Semedo is like a convicted like felon and can't go to Spain. Like as good of a player as he is, that is going to be on him for the rest of his life. And it might not be as much him wanting to stay as much as like, he's not got any huge offers coming in because, he can't go to Spain and whatnot. Costa Papadimitriou. Zavela sent him to Japan to play with the Ninjas.
Also, we're going to be Costa, thank you for bringing up Zavelas, because we're going to be seeing more of Zavelas. Supposedly, he flew to Athens tomorrow, to sign for AEK. They have activated his release clause for Alyanspor, the mid-table Turkish team he plays at, and he will be returning to Greek football to play for AEK.
Starkiviamas.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as we make fun of them, that's a good signing. Like we have to say,
it's a good signing.
For actually, AEK. Like it's more of the fact that that's a good signing is more of just a statement about how bad AEK are at the back, and like also just how far like all the other Greek clubs are below Olympiakos. But like,
guys,
it's actually a good signing.
Jesus
guys, all the
other. I'll read this by Fetanos. He will be a great role model for Svarnas.
Svarnas gonna be hitting the fights, hitting the punching bags in no time.
Our Greek backline, we just mentioned that five. It could be like Helder Lopez on a Greek passport because he's been around for so long. Svarnas, Zavelas, and Bakakis.
Athanasiadis in goal. Athanasiadis in goal. Capino, where's Capino?
That's so ugly. That's so ugly.
But yeah, guys, the back three rumor is exciting, but I'm kind of scared. It's a heartbreaker. I don't know. We'll
guys,
have to see.
Oh man, this summer's just going to be too fucking long. Socrates is the only one that's a and by the way, happy birthday, Socrates. It's his birthday today. If you're listening, Socrates, happy birthday, mate. He's the only one that's for sure. He's the only one for sure to be there next year.
Also, I read something that Ba's back injury, he's not even going to be ready by mid-July for the first stage. I read that. I don't know how true that is.
They said he'll start training in July, like beginning of July.
so-
But he won't be ready. He won't be
Yeah,
ready.
exactly. So Cisse is back. Who knows?
I think he'll go. I think he's the one that will go this summer.
Do you think he'll even show up June 16, or they're going to work for a move already? Like, it's going to be weird having him back and then just selling him before this. You know what I mean?
I think he wants to go, man. But I think like out of all the centre backs we have, I think that's the one that we're going to sell.
And we can make a ton of money. Like, I hope that 15 million euro transfer is real. Like, also,
mate, even if we get 10, get 10 or something for Cisse, I think it's good. But like with
Cisse is like worth the money big time right now. He's absolutely showed out. I think we sell like Cisse is selling high. Ba is selling low. We have to say, like an injured Ba coming off of like embarrassing himself in front of millions of viewers in the Arsenal game and getting sent off. I'd be very surprised if we get 10 or 15 for him. But Cisse, like this guy just bossed it in France, so he's going to be big money, I would say. And Saint Etienne are probably going to be interested in buying him. Pinakas.
Eleftherios Machines. Pinakas, please, Girna Piso. Makari, refilo, Makari.
On a loan, mate. Just come.
Get him out of Anfield is all I have to say about that.
Makari, yes, King. We all wish. Oh man, this is a crazy summer. Okay, this is also great comment.
Look at us saying we would have nothing to talk about in June, but like literally millions of transfers flowing in. Like some other names, like Fetanos mentioned it a bit earlier, but the Norwegian winger for Milan, who was a big transfer over last summer.
Yes.
Jens Petter Haug, I think is how you say that. Fetanos also says is Adi at Socrates' birthday party, hence why he's not here. That's exactly. Adi is celebrating his like Adi convinced people that he's Socrates and is getting free cake and presents for it. That's what Adi's doing today. But I mean, like Hauge or however you say it is apparently linked, which surprises me because that's like a big name. And then another keeper I've seen is the Dortmund keeper Roman Bürki.
Good point, Peter. I was going to bring that up, but
I think he's actually been, to be fair, he's been a bit out of favor. Like they're looking very feverishly for a new keeper. Like Vlachodimos was linked with them at one point. Like they're basically saying he's not good enough to be their number one, but he's maybe good enough to be the number one for Olympiakos. He's been in that team playing Champions League football for a long time, played international football for a long time. And then what someone else, I forget who it was, but someone else a bit up in the chat as well mentioned Thomas Vaclik, who is backup for Sevilla. And I believe right now he's the number one for the Czech Republic. There it is, Mitsaras. So we'll see him most likely in the Euros. So that might be interesting. Maybe he has a good tournament and is out of our price range, but maybe we see some things from him and we can bring him in. And yeah, Mitsaras also says Bürki, big no. I think he has. I've not followed Dortmund super closely, but from what I know, he's had quite a bad season.
Is he still the Swiss number one? We're gonna see. We're gonna see on Friday or Saturday. Friday, the Italians play the Turks, I think.
Switzerland has some options. We have to say the keeper for PSV is also in their team.
Yeah, I'll ask. I'll ask, but I'll ask about Bürki as well because he was their number one keeper, I think. So. Also, one thing I'm confused about is why Wolves didn't go for Odysseas, because wasn't their coach the coach of Benfica when Odysseas broke through and was playing with them? Like,
no, what
was he not? Was he?
Oh, what
that?
the new coach? The new coach.
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
So I'm a bit confused why Odysseas' name isn't flying around Roma or Wolves. Like, it's a bit strange to me, to be honest. I would have thought. If Wolves was going to bring in a new keeper, they may bring him. Maybe not.
That's an interesting take.
Guys, by the way, Swiss number one is definitely Jan Sommer from.
Yes.
And actually, Bürki is not in this team right now.
They didn't even call him up. Really?
No, he's been poor, I think. So
Odysseas has got I don't know what his value is on Transfermarkt. Actually, maybe
he's going to be more expensive than Sa.
He's going to be more expensive than Sa. That's exactly
yeah,
what
they probably don't want to pay 25 million euros.
No, it's going to be a lot of money. Odysseas will go for big money. He's a good keeper, man. He's a really good keeper. I rate him. Yeah.
And then Kat said here, opinion on the transfers for the second team. So I'm a bit confused about that because Kat, I don't know if you want to type a comment in here, but the transfer rumor that came up about Camara of Lille I don't know if that's a transfer for Olympiakos B or if that's a transfer for the first team, like a project.
I don't think it's going to be that black and white. If my understanding of the team is correct, like it'll be, we sign a player, and if, for example, like Thiago Silva can be like back and forth, for example, like he can play with the B team and then he can come back up. That's what they do in Germany. Like in like Alphonso Davies used to be on the B team, and then they needed him for injury and they called him up and he was good. And he stayed in the A team, and like guys go up and down. So I don't think it's like, maybe I think if we sign that kid, he probably will play for the B team a lot, unless we just loan him straight out. Like I don't expect him to play a lot for the A team because we will probably look for 2 other wingers if I had to guess, including him. But for a player like that, I would assume that we kind of prioritize him on the B team and use that as a way to build players without loaning them out.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Also, we have another comment here. Hope Onyekuru signs. He's a beast. The people are with
Lefteris watch the YouTube videos as well. No, I'm just kidding.
Lefteris, you also watch the YouTube videos like me. He looks like a beast on YouTube, I swear. It tricks you every time, Lefteris. Be careful. It's like the Ricardo Quaresma dropping in YouTube links.
The thing is, I have not watched him play, so maybe I shouldn't talk so much crap. Like this might warrant an Adi deep dive at some point. We'll see. Like
his dribble is so much better. You can just see it instantly. The close control is so much better.
But if you like clip a couple clips of Bruma, you can find like him with the close control.
Fair enough.
You have to say
the one who has the best is Del Castillo. Costa, I don't know if you watch some of those videos, but like.
Yeah.
He is like the ball does not leave his foot. Like it is so close.
A shoelace.
Yeah, he is. And that left foot, like we haven't had a left-footed winger. And who was the last?
Yeah, just as long as it doesn't turn into Jimmy Durmaz.
But who was the last left-footed winger we had who was any good? I can't remember, to be honest. That's a good question. Anyone in the chat know? There you go. Left-footed winger.
That's a good question. I have to go back a couple of years. Yeah.
I don't think we've had a left-footed winger under...
The last left-footed wingers that we've... Gil Diaz was the last one that came...
Was he left-footed? Yeah.
He was left-footed. That's the last...
Lazaros is right-footed, even though he uses both, right? Yeah.
Fetfadidis.
Was he left-footed? He is left-footed.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Now thinking about it, yeah, exactly, true.
Fetfadidis was the last one we had.
Funny comment here from Costa Papadimitriou. Back in Football Manager, I used to make bids for Costanzo and Kavenaghi from River. We used to make jokes about Olympiakos signing him, and then the dream came true. We buy Costanzo for real, and then disaster strikes. Lambro, can you relate to this at all? This
is such a good comment because I used to sign Ojijo Ofoe on Football Manager, and he would become like an absolute stud. So, of course, I've had the same experience. Like I've signed players as well.
Peter, you probably don't know this, but Costanzo was literally so bad that, like, in an advert, I can't remember which advert it was. Costa or somebody helped me. There was an advert in Greece where you had a keeper like trying to catch something and completely fumbling or fucking things up, and then you've got like the manager in the advert saying "Costanzo, Mase Capses." It's just like I can't remember what advert it was, but that's how bad he was. That's how bad he was. I knew somebody's asking us about Buffon. I knew somebody was going to do that.
Man, yeah. Look, we've got a guy. Look, Vach starts for a team in the Euros. We have to say, like, Buffon is just not going to give us, like, when we look at
Buffon is, I would. Oh God! And now that it's getting closer, and I'm hearing like Roman Burki and some of these names, like I literally am scared about losing Son. I'm just like, screw it, let's go with Buffon on a 1 year flyer, and open us up to the Italian market more. But then I'm like, Buffon is 45 years old, and I don't know.
Do you guys understand that? Okay, yeah, he's 45 or however old he is. You guys understand that if we sign Buffon, okay, he's going to be asked 3 million a year. Buffon, if he signs for Olympiakos, it would be the biggest marketing trick in Greek football ever.
It would be brilliant.
Bigger than Rivaldo, bigger than Giovanni, bigger than Carambo, bigger.
You did not. You did not.
Bigger than anyone. That is bigger than anyone. Fucking Ajax fans or whoever will go and buy a Buffon shirt. Like,
I would buy a Buffon shirt.
Of course, I would.
I would.
Guys,
also,
I just
also the ambassador role. When he retires and he's like an Italian we're trying to sign, and Buffon is like,
okay,
you know what I mean? Like, we also have the commercial. Are we allowed to play a commercial live on the pod?
Excellent. Guys, Papa Dimitriou legend. The advert with Costazzo in the chat right now. Anyone that's following, go and click that afterwards for a laugh.
In the Facebook chat, yeah. Guys, the thing is though, like, we're saying this like, oh, he's going to be an ambassador for the club. Like, that's assuming it goes well.
For sure bigger than Yaya.
Yeah, it is bigger than Buffon is one of the best players of a generation, we have to say. Like, it's true. But like
in his position, this guy, in his position, probably the best.
Also, he's gonna play. He's like 43, but he's a goalkeeper.
But like, what if he's shit, man? Like, what if he's
Nikopolidis played till he was 41?
No, I know, but like, what if he's not?
If the fans turning on Buffon and like him getting freaking abused by the fans because he's
it would happen. Like, it would happen.
Stop
Poor
it.
Poor man's Leali. Oh Christ.
I swear to God. Like, that's the problem though, because if Buffon also, like, he takes a goal kick and the the hamstring goes, it's Solakis, guys, or it's Christensen. Like, that's it, Are we gonna really do this? Are we gonna play with fire? But now that I'm hearing like Berkey is crap, and like,
Berkey. Who's Berkey? It's like,
I don't know, dude. I hate
goalkeeper
position.
Don't want Buffon. I'll take the Czech guy. I'll take the Czech guy over Buffon. Easily.
You just never know when you're getting an absolute nothing for goalkeeper, or it's like a bam. You know what I mean? Like Jose Sa, who knows what he was at 2 million euros? Like, just like, you never know. Yeah, of course, I said Buffon is huge, is a myth. I respect him, but I agree. I don't agree with the potential transfer. No way, not this time for sure. Just it's too old, guys. Like, we need something.
I just know that.
This is an interesting comment actually from Vetanos. Barkas could be cheap this summer. Surprised we aren't linked with him. Barkas is out of
T-Rex
form
arms.
massively in Celtic. Like, people make fun of him, but it's not the worst shout in the world, I guess. That's actually I've not read anything about that, but I wouldn't love it. But he's also Greek, a Greek goalkeeper who's struggled is.
I don't think he has the stones.
Exactly.
I don't think
you need
man.
Big. Yeah. It's difficult. Goalkeeper position is one of those things I just like literally don't, because we've had Sa, like, it's like, who cares, So
It's
now
really
when you
mental.
lose,
it's
and when
mental and guys go up and down, like it happens all the time.
It's also like a freaking just what's it called, like a disaster waiting to happen. A goalkeeper, I feel like a new goalkeeper coming in, especially to a club like this, like it is scary. We haven't really had a goalkeeper problem since Sa came in, and so now we're back to the days. We had like Silvio Proto for that 1 year, but after Roberto left, it was kind of a mix. So I'm really not looking forward to going through this again. And I hope if the Czech guy is the guy, he can come in and do the job. We'll see.
You're gonna have to pay money for him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay money for any player starting on a European Championship side or in the
You can feel the atmosphere in the Karaiskaki now, can't you? Just shaking when there's a
exactly. I was about to say,
shit, the keeper, oh god, the cross is coming. Oh shit, I can't watch.
Yeah. Could we see the comment from Yorgos Daddy Roberto? Roberto's on vacation in Greece. Is he coming back for a second spell? Third spell, right? He came on loan, then left. No.
I love like seeing where players are on vacation, like Kasami in Greece right now.
Kasami's on vacation. Yeah,
the papers got wind and like wrote some rumors up, of course, as they do.
I would love Kasami.
Package deal coming back.
I would love it.
Jan and Vila like going to like the savannas of Africa and like hanging out with the lions. Like what a king.
Jan and Vila, where the hell is
like
he?
His Instagram stories are so cool. He's in like Tanzania, man. Like literally just like
out there
going out with the lions. I'm like, this is awesome. This is what I would do if I was on holiday. Like
it's just like all of the footballers have like, I didn't know if you guys saw this photo of like Lazaros Labru, who's the PAOK winger. He has like a huge gold chain, short shorts, and a ridiculous hat on like a nightclub in Mykonos. Like, dude, how is that a fun vacation? Like, what a tool! Like, and people do that, but like, Jesus, I'm gonna take a screenshot and put that up.
Lazar going on vacation to Poland, getting ready for being on loan there next season, maybe. Do we know what Lazar's doing this summer?
Lazar, who knows, man?
He's like, he's like, I need to find somewhere where there's a lockdown so I can break the lockdown rules. Maybe he's coming here. Maybe he's coming to Canada. I'll keep my eyes out for him.
This is a really good comment from Aris. He says, Berkey was Borussia's starter for 6 years and he's a good passer. Yep, that's for sure. For a Dortmund team, you need to be good on your feet. He'd be a good goalkeeper. Rui Silva on a free would be nice, though he's with Portugal at Euros. And if Saul leaves, we need a goalkeeper ASAP. 100%. 100%. Kostas Papadimitriou said, send him to the MLS. The trespassing is forbidden. Stay away, Barkas. I love it. Yeah, I kind of get that as well. I get that as well. We're gonna need. I feel like none of us really consider goalkeeper now since it's been like 2-3 years with Sa and we just forgot about it. So it's kind of weird getting into talking about it again. But any more rumors? I'm trying to think that we want to talk about.
I think we covered everything. I don't know if we did we do Pinakas last time?
We touched on it a little bit, but what they say, like within the next 4 to 5 days, if no transfer comes from abroad, he's signing with us. Is that the deal?
Yeah, so apparently his agent asked for another 5 days to see if he can find something outside of Greece, but otherwise the deal is 1.5 million to Larissa
plus 20%
with 15 to 20% for the sell-on. So, I mean, he'd be one of those players going up and down to the B team.
I feel bad for him. He deserves kind of playing in first division football, though. I feel.
The thing about Pinakas, though, is like you never know because he's so versatile. Like he's going to be able to take advantage of injuries or, resting guys on the weekend in Greece against Lamia and whatnot. So, I mean, I wouldn't, we'll see. I think he will be up and down a bit, but I think he'll still get some time with the first team. Also, I might have missed this from the last podcast because I wasn't here, but is Tiquinho suspended for our first couple European games?
3.
Yes, 3 because he kicked someone.
We have no Tiquinho and then both of our African strikers are gone as well.
No, they're gone in January.
Okay. I'm an idiot. All right, that makes sense then.
But also, this reminds me, Hassan linked to Nottingham Forest today.
Come on, bullshit.
That is such BS. I don't know where that came from. That didn't even come from a newspaper.
Can't let Hassan leave.
If Forest fans hate us now, my God. My goodness.
I love this comment. American people don't know anything about football. Cheers, Robert Blackburn. Thanks, the expert of football, Robert Blackburn over here.
Look, mate, I appreciate you for coming in and viewing. If you don't think we know anything about football, I would strongly consider not listening because you don't have to. So
fair enough, Robert.
Have a nice day, my friend.
They're Canadian. They're Canadian, don't worry.
Lambro's Hawaiian.
Canadians really don't know shit.
Lambro's Hawaiian, so he's not from the States.
Oh, classic. Anyway. But no, guys, Pinakas, I'm excited for. And goalkeeper, who knows?
Hassan, don't leave.
That's about it. Should we get into these Euro predictions, guys?
Bouchalakis. Did we talk about Bouchalakis?
I touched upon it a bit, how there's like a gentleman's agreement between him and the club. If an offer comes from abroad, from a top 5 league, he's gone. But
Remember 3 months ago I said is Bukalagis going to be here next year?
You guys question, this man has sources in the club. Costa over here knows people. He's wheeling and dealing.
Man.
Put him on Sport FM,
Yeah, maybe a last thing, because we talked about this on the last episode. So we said the club, or the team rather, is getting together on the 16th of June for their first training session. They'll stay in Athens for 10 days before going to Austria. The players that played in the national team, they'll get an extra week holiday. So they'll start training on the 22nd this month. So that's Bukalakis, Androuchos, whoever else played, Masouras in the national team, the last 2 friendlies, they'll get an extra week off. So I think that's something we were asking ourselves. So they will, confirmed, get extra time off. I think that's good news for them.
Yeah, rate that. Fortuni's taking the tactical early week off instead. You see, it's all in the mind games. He's playing chess.
He's doing training with Padelis Diamantopoulos. Both of them getting in to play this season.
Seemed like Diamantopoulos was keeping the pace, man, or setting the pace. It was like Costa, come on, man. either Padelis is like super fit, or like Costa, come on, mate.
Also, I gotta highlight this.
Slow, He's had a long season, man.
I gotta highlight this coming from my left ears. Peter knows about football because he's Olympiakos Remagamu. That's right. Hell yes. That is. Yeah, man. Anyway. Freaking Peter knows his shit. Like that guy was a clown. But anyway, let's get into the Euros, guys. Like,
I'm gonna share my screen here. We're gonna. This is experimental stuff, folks. Okay, but we've got the technology. That's all I'm gonna say. The technology is here. We've got our little bracket with our groups, and if this works properly, whoa, you lot are not ready if this works properly. So here's the thing: we're gonna go through the groups relatively quickly so we can get done with it pretty soon. We're gonna rank the teams 1 through 4. Now it's important to rank all 4 because the way Euros works is top 2 teams in your group advance to the 16-team knockout round. And then 4 of the 6 best third-place teams. And the way this works is we will pick 4 of our 6. So if this works properly, and we don't even have to do the whole bracket, we can maybe just pick winners as well, because actually it's a bit... Jota goes, Greece to win it all. Oh, wait. Yes. El Adamu to win it all. Oh, never mind. JVS is the manager. But yeah, okay. So we'll do the groups, and then maybe we'll pick a winner, because like the bracket is actually rather complicated. I would say
complicated. So like, just do the groups, and then
basically the third place teams get ranked and whatnot. So anyway, we've got Group A. We've got Wales, we've got Italy, we've got Lambros, home of Switzerland, and we've got Turkey. So I'm just gonna go first. Let me see if this works. So I'm gonna have Italy. They've got a strong team, so we're gonna go Italy. Number 1. I hope everybody can see me doing this.
Yeah, we can see everything.
Oh, big technology. Actually, let me do this. So we've got Italy number 1 for me. This group actually honestly seems pretty weak, I would say. And Italy is a strong team. They've got a couple Champions League winners.
I actually like this group, Peter. Can I jump in? I actually really rate Turkey's team with Yilmaz up front. They've been playing really well. They beat the Netherlands.
Yilmaz is good. Yeah, he's good.
In Constantinople. Sorry. And
God.
But I also do rate Switzerland's team. Switzerland. So there's what? So but Italy has a good team. So
give us
tough for me. I'm gonna go with the Italians first. I'm gonna say it's tough because I think Turkey is actually gonna come in second place. I really do. Turkey in second place. Switzerland in third, but it's going to be good enough to get them into the next round, and then Wales probably in fourth place. Sorry to Bob Beans, our former guest.
Wales actually made a run, to be fair to them.
No, Wales could be a sleeper as well. Like, this is a really hard group to call, to be honest. So, yeah.
All right, Costa.
This group is up in the air, to be honest.
I think Wales is the dark horse. In this group. Gareth Bale Aaron Ramsey in midfield,
Ampadu.
Daniel James, Harry Wilson. They've got some decent players, man, and they're a good unit. Yeah, they're my dark horse in this one. So I think Turkey. Fuck, I don't want to say they're going to win this group, but they've got a good team too. They've got a really good team as well. So
Mate, the Italians are gonna. Mancini's got them playing good football. If Ciro Immobile decides to show up, I think they can.
That's the thing. That's the thing with Italy. Like, I think it's going to be Italy and Turkey, and I think I said it here. Wales is my dark horse. Anybody that's a betting man, Wales in this group, guys.
You know,
I really think Switzerland could be in for a fourth place finish. Like I said, like they're all right, but like Switzerland is. I don't know. I'm going to keep them at my third place, but I do think Switzerland is in for a rocking in this group. Like the team is just kind of meh, you know.
Anybody can beat anybody in this group.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
for me, the games are going to be good.
For me, Switzerland is fourth, and I'm actually going to put Wales up in second. The rare,
wow, Peter,
great British bias for me. Turkey will finish third, but I think Turkey will be one of those best four out of 6. So I think they will make it to the group stage.
Yeah.
People forget Italy didn't make the last World Cup. People forget that, but I think they've got a solid squad.
They have a decent,
you know, they've got a lot of quality players in their team. This is going to be a very entertaining group, I think, and we've got a bit of a shuffle in these bottom 3. So there's Group A. On to Group B. Fetanos FC, Finland here. We've got Russia, we've got Denmark, and we've got Levoyanis FC, Belgium here. So I am going to actually pick Denmark to win this group, people.
Wow.
I like their team. I like their they've got some young talent. They've got a solid back line. Kasper Schmeichel, I believe, still in the fold as well. I think they're going to do well. I've not watched a lot of the friendlies, admittedly, because I've just been so focused on Olympiakos transfer news. But I actually think Denmark have an interesting team. They've got Andreas Christensen, who just won the Champions League. They've got Kjær at the back as well. They've got some very talented midfielders. They can do a lot of different things, I would say. Maybe the attacking players are a bit weak. They might have some trouble scoring goals, but I think this team is at least...
They also get Finland first, so they could do Finland in, you know, and get off running.
One of Denmark's strikers is actually someone we've been looking at. Is a guy called Pione Sisto. He's been linked to us. He's not on my list. He's not on my list. I need to add that to the list.
He's he's like a left winger.
Hey, Eleftherios agrees with me, by the way, in the comments. Robert Blackburn is still watching, which is cool. Fetanos, Finland will be the dark horses of the tournament, baby.
That's what JVS is saying. JVS
Robin Lode is in the fold. Pinakas legend.
Can I make my group real quick? I am going to go Belgium first. That's not a big call. I like the Russians, to be honest. They're one of those teams that either gives you a 0 or they go on a run like they did in Russia during the World Cup. I think Zuba is a great international player for his hold-up play, so I'm going to go second, and then I'll put Denmark third as well, and then Finland, unfortunately, in last place. Fetanos, I'm sorry, but again, these are really hard to call. The
Euros is such an elite tournament, we have to say.
It's much better than the World Cup for me.
It actually is, honestly, and I don't mean to be European biased, but every team is so good. And think about some good teams like Norway and Serbia have not even been included. I'll do the rest of mine. I'll have Belgium in second, unsurprisingly. I'm going to put Russia in third. I'm going to wait, but I have a feeling Russia might have a bad tournament, and I think they might be one of the 2 third-place teams that doesn't go through.
I can see it.
And then, I'm sorry, Fetanos. I'm sorry I had to do this to you. I know, but... Finland are going to be the bottom feeders here. It's a sad truth for me. Anyway, Costa.
Belgium, of course, to win that group. If Belgium doesn't win this group, I'll eat my shorts.
We've seen crazier things, is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it will be a lot of pissed off Belgians over here if they don't win that group.
Mhm.
Second place. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. Fetanos.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Pookie. Pookie up
Do you
front.
know? God, I'm
Guys,
looking at Russia, Peter.
It's not even about Pookie. It's
They've got
about
a good keeper.
It's about Glenn Camara in midfield. Oh my God! Does anybody know about Glenn Camara?
Is he
The guy-
playing?
he's playing for Rangers.
Playing for
He's
Rangers.
playing in the Scottish League.
Playing for
Right.
Rangers.
Champion.
He is fucking good in midfield. He is really, really good. I don't know about their defense, to be honest, but I like their keeper. I like their striker. Their striker, I think he scores goals. Like Pookie will score goals in this group. And then in midfield, they've got Camara. If those guys can keep fit, I think, yeah, I mean, it's Belgium and then the rest. So then Denmark third and the Russians last.
Somebody had to do it for Fetanos.
For sure. The Russians are so tricky because
it's what you said. It's what you said.
They can have an amazing tournament, but then they can be yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's go on to the next one, though. I think it's an interesting group.
Yeah, so we've got Holland, Lambro's third or fourth home. We've got Austria. We've got
be
Ukraine,
careful with this one. And
we've got North
Skopje.
Macedonia.
We'll say it won't be political. That's politically the name.
Anyway, I'm going to go with Holland.
Yes,
Here.
My second nationality. There we go.
Wait, is this America's now third?
America is third. Yes.
This is difficult. I think Austria has a lot of talent. They have a whole lot of talent, and I think it's actually underrated. Like obviously, David Alaba is a top player, but they've got a lot of good players in the Bundesliga, especially at the back. Sabitzer is a very creative and versatile player as well.
Is Marko Arnautovic on the team as well, or is he still out in China or whatnot? I'm going to have to look this up.
I'm not sure. But I'm going to put them second. And to be fair, I actually think Ukraine might have a decent tournament, but I also think that these two teams ahead of them are pretty strong. And then, as we said, this is not political, but North Macedonia will come in fourth in this group, I will say.
Yeah, I'll go, and I'm gonna say literally the exact same thing, Peter. I'm gonna go the exact same.
Okay, thing. I'll get it up in a second. I'm just looking at Austria's team right now because they've got a lot of good players, like especially at the back. I would say.
Also, the Dutch have not been playing good football with Frank de Boer as coach. I'm worried for them going into the tournament. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, Sabitzer. Konrad Leimer is a nice player for Leipzig.
The Netherlands have had some issues with COVID too. Huh? They lost their keeper.
Yes, Silicon didn't make it. They're gonna play with Tim Krul, and also Donny van de Beek came out with a groin injury, so he's not going to be playing as well.
Yeah.
Did you guys just see me drag all of them over at once? Anyway.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
People who are listening on audio will be confused. Anyway, Costa, what do we have for you?
I'm just looking at Ukraine's team. Yarmolenko up front.
Oh, geez, he has no legs left.
Zinchenko's a player, we have to say. They've got Ukrainian legend Kyatov still playing for them in goal.
I'm not a huge Zinchenko fan, as we saw in the final as well. Flop.
Yeah, no.
Viktor Tsigankov, guys, keep an eye on this guy.
Wait, this guy who burned us with Dynamo Kiev, the redhead. Oh,
yeah. The guy that plays on the wing, I think, with a left foot on the inside. He's dangerous. He's very good. I like that player.
They still have the Brazilian who changed as well. Marlos. Tyson. Did Tyson play for them? I don't know.
Marlos,
yeah.
I don't rate Netherlands. I don't know. They seem to me that kind of team that bottles it. Like they'll get through the group, but I don't like them. They don't like their keeper. Don't really like their attitude. Austria look like you're right. Austria's got some good players. I just up front. Who do they have up front?
Arnautovic, maybe.
I don't know if
I
Arnautovic
don't
is
think he's in the fold.
He's
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
squad.
that's
I
the
looked.
thing.
He was
Oh,
on the
he
bench
is?
for the last friendly, but he's in the fold.
Ukraine. Yeah,
My buddy Emmy says Yarmachuk is gonna score goals. There we go, Emmy.
I'm gonna go Ukraine 1, Netherlands 2.
Is Shevchenko still the manager of Ukraine?
Is he the coach?
Was he even the manager? I have no idea.
He was at one point. We need to look that up. I know he was at one point.
I'm telling you, I'm expecting massive disappointment from the Dutch this Euros.
I could see it. I could see Ukraine
disaster.
taking this group, to be honest with you. Maybe they'll be the Denmark that Denmark could not be for me, and they will actually win the group. Anyway,
let's go on to the next one. Yeah.
We've got Group D. Did England and Scotland actually get in the same group? Did I do that right? Yeah, they did. Wow, interesting. Okay. Oh, time for some takes.
Also, Yarmachuk scored 20 goals this season in 34 games in Belgium. So just to look out.
Wow.
Anyway.
If people know me, they know one thing, and it's that every time we watch Champions League, I hate the English announcers. And Robert Blackburn, this is for you. If you leave Fikayo Tomori, the best English defender, out, you finish third. Okay? It's just a thing we have to acknowledge here. England out.
Who are you saying? Who did England leave out?
Tomori,
the best English defender. Pocketed CR7, but he doesn't play in the Premier League, so Gareth Southgate doesn't know who he is. I'm gonna do this for the rest of the group. This is actually such a bad group. It's so hard for me to leave England out, but I have to do it. This is such a bad England literally getting a map to the final and they still won't win. People have to understand this. Anyway,
England will choke like dogs like usual. It's not
coming home.
National team. It's never is. I honestly, Peter,
I can't even do it with a straight face, but I have to.
Peter, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to go England top, Croatia. Actually, I'm going to go Croatia top. Let's go with Croatia top, and let's go England second.
Wait, Adi's P in the comments. I don't want to display too many comments because they're going to get in the way, but he says put Scotland in first just to rub salt in the wound.
That would honestly, if you put
Billy
Scotland
Gilmore.
first, yeah.
Anyway, who's second, Landro? England.
I'll go for England, and honestly, I'll go for Scotland in third because why not? I really could. I don't think they're good, but the Czech Republic
got a couple pieces, but
Thomas Souček, the guy for West Ham.
Souček, West Ham, the Kufal guy, I think for West Ham as well.
Yeah, maybe. I'll change that. I'll put Czech Republic in third place, but I don't think they're one of the teams that'll advance.
That's fair. Okay, Costa. Surely somebody has to pick England to win the group just for sanity.
Okay, yeah, of course I'm going to pick England, my country of birth. I think England have got fire up front, but at the back, I'm not convinced.
It's true.
What's his face? The guy that looks like he's been punched like a boxing bag and was worth 80 million for Man United.
Maguire, yeah.
Maguire.
John Stones actually a decent season.
John Stones I don't think John Stones had that great a season. I think first half
probably
of
the best
season,
they've got.
Also, he gets to play next to Ruben Diaz. Give me a break.
Yeah, no,
that's so difficult.
Literally, Tomori better than I can't say it enough, man. Anyway,
AC Milan's about to buy him and have a Romagnoli and
Tomori literally going to be the next Kevin De Bruyne for Chelsea of players that they just let go for nothing and people are going to laugh.
It was stupid. Yeah.
Anyway,
all right. Who do the Czechs have up front? Thomas Peckhart. Jesus Christ, that is bloody awful.
Wait, did the Pau guy make it for them?
The guy who played for Kremenchik is playing for them. Yes.
Did he actually?
Kremenchik is in the squad. Thomas Souček, he had a great season.
Souček is actually very good.
He had a very good season in England. And the Croatians, they've got an aging team, huh?
Yeah, I picked them to win, but I actually don't think they're going to do that well.
I actually am Is Mario Mandzukic still in the fold? No, he
No.
retired.
No, they've got, I think, Rebic is their striker, probably.
Yeah, man. I think they've got these games are going to be played in Wembley as well. In
Oh, are they really?
I think they are. Right.
Croatia just counting on Modric as
Yeah.
always. I mean, okay,
And Brozovic
Modric,
and
Perisic on the wing.
Perisic is all right.
Rebic.
Those guys have been around forever.
They're
what's his
aging.
name?
Versalco as well. The right back. He's still bouncing around.
Who's the guy that plays at? I think he plays as
Besiktas, the center back.
Yeah.
Vida, he's still-
The guy with the long hair.
He
Yeah.
looks like the villain from Die Hard 1. You remember?
You're dating yourself a bit here, my friend.
No, seriously. Okay, you guys are too young. Jesus Christ. The villain from Die Hard 1, he looks like, what's his name? Oh, God, I need to find his name.
Okay.
Anyway.
But anyway, so
Croatia. Domagoj Vida. That guy.
yeah,
That's
Vida,
the guy.
man. Vida.
Also, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Robert Blackburn. Apparently, Robert Blackburn knows some names.
Nice.
Well, we saw him against Pauk. So, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert. Cheers, mate.
Oh, you let us know. Anyway.
No, but
thanks for the continued support, my friend.
He's still here. He's still here.
He's still here.
yeah, I enjoy that he's watching. It's kind of nice. Robert, what are you doing watching Olympiakos fan stream?
What team do you support, Robert?
What team do you support?
I bet
Robert?
it's Arsenal or Nottingham Forest, just based on the
Oh.
interactions we've had.
Anyway, that'd be jokes, man. If he's a Forest fan.
Anyway,
But yeah, Peter, give us the rest of the group.
well, it's Costa, not me.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, right.
Fuck it. Scotland second. I don't care. Fuck it.
The country, England, Scotland, Great Britain. Keep Great Britain great.
Croatia third, Czech Republic.
Hard Brexit, not for long.
Don't rub salt in the wound. Don't rub
Wait,
salt.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. We don't need to make hard Brexit jokes.
Please no.
You got to
All
get that Belgian passport anyway.
Group
Okay.
E. Robert says he's a Legia Warsaw fan, by the way.
But
If you watch, I'm actually serious question here. If you watch Polish football, thoughts on Yanni Masuras in the chat? I'm actually interested.
Yeah.
Anyway, as we move to Group E, we've got Sweden, we've got Petersburg FC, we've got Spain, who drew with Greece. We've got Slovakia, and we've got Lewandowski FC, Poland. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna just make this quick and dirty. We're going to go with Spain. We are going to go with Poland. We are going to go with Sweden. Yanni Masuras bang average. It's okay, man. We have on.
that's what our coach thinks as well.
It has to be said.
His highlight
And
tape's
we've
nice
got-
on YouTube, though. People have been saying it.
Stop. All right, that is my group. Spain have been struggling, to be fair, but I think they still get out of this group. Poland, to be fair, they've got other players not named Lewandowski who are not bad.
This is a tricky one as well. This is a tricky group. Peter, I'm struggling a bit actually with that because I'm not that impressed with Spain. Like,
Me neither,
Marcus-
to be honest. I think
Marcus
it'll
Berg's
be.
still kicking around for Sweden
Yes,
as well.
he is.
What a tool. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Actually, I think Poland is actually gonna have. Let me think about this. I don't know. Lewandowski hasn't shown up for big tournaments, though. I feel has he? I don't.
They've got Milik.
They've got other options.
No,
up
Milik
there.
didn't make the squad. Swiderski replaced him. I think Milik pulled up injured for the.
Is Zielinski?
Are you sure? Because I've got the squad.
Yeah.
I've got the squad up in front of me.
Yeah. No, I saw it on the Marseille fans were writing about it on Twitter, on our Twitter. But yeah, Peter, screw it. I'll just go Spain. I'm actually going to go Sweden. I'm going to go Poland, and then I'm going to go Slovakia.
Okay. Slovakia. Okay. Oh,
no
that's
faith
Costa's.
in no faith in Jan Oblak.
That's Slovenia.
Oh, is it Slovenian? Oh, fuck.
Slovenia are UEFA Nations League C. They're not in this group. They're not anywhere near
Fetnos
this
really
company.
just say y'all sleeping on Luka Doncic. Like, he's gonna come play. Also, my friend Emmy is here to enforce that
Yeah,
Kulusevski
Sweden-
and Isak are out because of COVID.
This
really
is the
like
thing, and
Isak as a
Zlatan is
player.
gone as well, I think. So for me, they're
Zlatan's
third.
out as well. Yeah, fair enough. I'm just gonna.
The
throw it
Olsen
back.
guy that we were linked with is not in the team either, which I was a bit disappointed to see.
The central midfielder with the long hair from Krasnodar, or is that a different one? No, that's a different one.
He's from
That's
the
a different
Swedish league. He's from the Swedish league.
Yeah.
Anyway, Costa. They have Quezon. Oh, they're done for. They're done for. Adi's favorite player, Quezon.
Spain have had a lot of problems in the build up to the competition, right? I heard that they were training with under 21s like the last week.
I know,
So-
like Luis Enrique is like getting a lot of. He's on the hot seat, as we would say here in America. Like people are.
But you would really expect the Spanish to get out of this group.
Yeah.
So I want to.
Surely.
Yeah, I want to be that guy that kind of says they don't, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, for me, it's like I think the other teams are going to underachieve, and Spain are going to have a middling performance and still go first. Yeah, that's right. Fetanos is right. They didn't pick Ramos. He's not in the team.
Poland to win the group, Spain second.
Oh, Costa, you are going Spain second.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh no,
You know, as we do this-
I was initially thinking that they could be a big upset.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Guys,
Poland.
as we do this, I literally am realizing I do not know anything about international football. I've like watched a few Greece games, but I never watch these international games. Like
I usually check the scores and keep up.
I
with
see the
news, but I
scores
don't know.
exactly, but I really
But it's
could
still
care.
fun, huh? If
Yeah.
people are
No,
going
it
to
is.
watch, it's still fun.
This
It
is
is.
probably going to be Lewandowski's last big international competition. Like
Did
He
they
might
make
play in
the-
2022.
They could play in Qatar if they make it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's literally next winter, so
Sweden third.
Sorry, Slovakia. Any Slovakians in chat? I
Sorry,
hope.
Slovakia. I've got good friends in Slovakia. Big up Slovakia.
F
Sorry,
in the
though.
chat for Slovakia. F in the chat. No.
Okay, our last group. Now, this is what people are calling the group of death. Hungary. Oh, Hungary. Sad stories for Hungary.
You need to flip that flag.
Huh?
You need to flip that flag.
What do you mean?
Oh,
this
yeah, is
not-
that the
Oh, that's
Italian?
Italy. Oh, it is. I'm sorry
if
about that.
you flip it on the side,
Yeah, it's just been it
I
flipped
messed that
over
up.
probably when you
put the red on top. Oh, it's all good. That would be a hell of a group. Italy, France, Germany, Portugal. Yeah. Okay. So you can immediately put Hungary down fourth for everybody.
Sorry,
unless somebody's gonna like.
Yeah. Hungary fourth for all of us.
Sorry, Hungary. They've got an Ammonia player in their team, I believe, or at least a player who played for Ammonia last year. Shout out to
Michael
Stel.
Duris or something.
No,
like
it's
that.
it's Doris is Slovakia actually. I think he might be
Oh,
with
okay.
Slovakia, but it's Lang, their defender, I believe.
Oh, he's decent. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so Hungary. I'm sorry. Fetano says Hungary 100% will not finish fourth.
In this
I
group,
could.
He says
This
Costa
group-
Rica 2014.
nah.
No, it's not happening, dude. It's not happening.
So
If
I'm going.
if Hungary qualify from this group, I will come on the show naked.
Jesus Christ.
Be careful. You realize they can qualify from third place. Anyway, I'm going with Les Bleus, with France
I am also, yeah, probably.
and Germany, and I'm putting Portugal in third here. But I mean, I think we can say
Fernando
quite easily
Santos.
that third qualifies. Probably everyone will say the third place team here qualifies. Lambro, you said Spain as well.
I said
Or
France,
France?
yeah. I said France, but I'm actually going to go with Portugal in second place. I think Fernando Santos does it in big tournaments. And
then
yeah,
Germany.
Germany in third. I just think Yogi Love leaving, all of that stuff. You know, I just don't think they're in the best shape. But we'll see.
And Costa.
France first. Germany second. Kai Havertz is going to light it up.
Yes, let's go.
And I just don't like the Portugal team. They left.
What do you
some-
mean? They have Bruno Fernandes, João Felix,
Bruno
Have you-
Fernandes.
Cristiano Ronaldo,
Have you
Wow.
seen
Ruben
the
Diaz,
walking
João Cancelo, Rui Patricio,
They left Vinagre at home. That was their only hope.
Sergio Oliveira.
If Ruben Diaz gets injured at the back, who
They are
plays at the
screwed.
back? The guys with
They picked 3 center backs, guys, and
Yeah.
2 of them
Also,
are ancient. They literally
Jose
should.
Font and Pepe as not.
And
But
who's
once
up
again,
front?
guys, the reason they didn't pick Semedo is because this tournament is that I believe there are some games in Spain, right?
Yeah,
So
that's one of the reasons.
that's definitely why Semedo has not been picked. We have to say. Anyway, so we've done it, folks. As a review, if we go back here slowly through the groups, should be a very fun tournament. The last thing we're going to do here is we're just going to pick the winners. I think I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to say the winner is going to come out of Group F, and it's going to be France. Maybe it's a bit of a normie pick, as they say, but France do it again. This team is just elite. They have so many options to pick from. They have so many amazing players, and they did it in 2018. As much as I don't like Karim Benzema for what he did to our boy Valbuena, I think they get it done. Hopefully, Giroud, the go-kart, scores some goals, and yeah, I think France does it. I think that'll be a good tournament for them. Other teams that I think are going to make a run, I could see Denmark, I could see Italy, I could see Belgium, maybe Germany as well. I kind of feel like Portugal is going to have a letdown of a tournament. But yeah, those are my thoughts, folks. Lambro or Costa, what do you think?
I'm gonna say my heart is telling me the Dutch. They're gonna make a run. They're going back to 5-3-2, 5-2, or what were they gonna play? 3-4-3. Anyway, they were gonna go back to that, and they were gonna Daniel Malin and Memphis Depay up front. They're gonna take us all the way.
Daniel Malin is trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. God, in the French too, but I'm going to be rooting for the Portuguese and the Italians and the Dutch, obviously the Dutch, but I will say it's got to be the French, man, or the Italians. But I think the French just have it all, you know. But it's like, but the thing that could do them is an Italian defense, you know. That's the only thing I hold out for. So maybe the Italians, I don't know. Yeah, but screw it. I don't want to pick the French, so I'm going to say the Italians are going to do it.
Costa and Adi's P says, please predict how England gets knocked out. I'll say like first round loss to Italy, maybe.
Penalties to Belgium.
If it's penalties, England losing. No chance. Sorry, Costa. But anyway, Costa, who are you picking here?
I would love to see Phil Foden's guy a penalty, and it's just like,
dude, Phil Foden's hair, hilarious. If you guys didn't see, he's gone with the Slim Shady
Gascoigne look.
The Gaza.
You know, they could go deep as much as we're.
I mean, they're very talented.
They're very talented.
Guys, the back is like really bad.
The firepower up front and the creativity behind is
top.
I think one of the best that England may have had in the past years. You look at like Rashford's in the squad, isn't he? Kane,
Rashford, Sterling, Kane, Mount, Foden,
Grealish, Mount, Foden, like all of these guys.
Bukayo Saka too.
Yeah, even Luke Shaw's had a decent.
Luke Shaw's been really good.
Yeah, he's had a decent season this year. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate Alexander Arnold's not fit.
Yeah,
no Mark Noble.
Unfortunate.
What's his name? Declan Rice, I think, is playing defensive midfield. It's solid, man. And then you kind of you got Maguire and Stones. Like basically, can Maguire and Stones have a good tournament? Then England can go. I think England can go all the way. I'll be rooting for England because I'm a masochist, but I never learn. I always After Euro 96 and after World Cup 2002, I said I'd never watch again. But anyway, yeah.
Interesting. No shouts for Belgium. No shouts.
Belgium.
Yeah, it's not a good year for them.
But Belgium can go deep, but they'll just have one of those Belgian moments. It's just like you'll never be able to bring that team together. I don't know what it is.
Like Croatia as well, I think. Like
their golden generation passing. I think
they have some decent young players. To be fair to them, like Doku is good, Tielemans is good, but like
Yeah.
A lot of their star players are kind of getting up
They're
there.
going to give people a good game. Like, I think, but just like seeing them throughout the whole tournament is hard.
I think 2018 was their year to do something.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, Kosa, you're picking England to win it all?
Yeah, I'm going to go for England.
It's coming home.
It's coming home.
It's coming home. Football is coming home.
A bottle of water.
I'm not even going to dignify that.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Anyway, I could have chosen to use my Scouser accent, but maybe the people don't want to hear that. Anyway.
Liverpool. Yeah.
Liverpool.
Thiago.
He comes in, he changes the midfield for Liverpool. Like, Jamie, this is Manchester City versus Chelsea. Please stop. Anyway, well, that's about it, I would say, for we probably are idiots. I can't even deny that.
Robert Blackburn, he's still there. Fair play, Robert.
The whole thing.
Big respect.
To the Legia Warsaw English fan. Love that. Anyway.
Look, man, we're fucking Olympiakos.
Yeah, we're international too. So
anyway, I think that's going to be about it. We've gone a bit long, but we hope this has been a fun one. Robert, we'll hit our DM, my friend. We'll do a watch along for the England game. Me and Robert. Anyway,
if we draw Warsaw,
if we draw Legia Warsaw, you know what? That would actually be. We would actually need the content.
Like Cafu was a legend for their club. the legend, Portuguese Cafu, and Ojijo Foe was a legend for their club. No comment.
Doesn't Andre Martins play for them now?
Yes. What an so embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to draw them. Anyway.
That would be a good old batch of fun. That's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you so much, everybody.
Losing to Ammonia last year, embarrassing. Anyway.
Ammonia, big team, though. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, thank you so much for listening, everybody, whether it's on the live or on YouTube after. If you're on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed our little graphic. If you're listening on the audio, I hope it was still clear who we're picking. But either way, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate the comments, nice or not. Always, and we'll be back soon. There's more transfer news coming in every single day, so we'll have no shortage of stuff to talk about, and then friendlies and things will be starting soon as well. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. We will see you very soon.
Peace out. You just listened to an episode of the Gate 7 International Podcast, a podcast connecting Olympiakos fans from Brussels to Tokyo, from Toronto to Geneva. We are 4 Olympiakos fans from every corner of the world, bringing you news and interviews of the team you love in English. With new episodes twice a week, you will never miss out on the latest updates and stories of the team you love. If you liked what you heard, make sure to follow us on social media at Gate7INTL. Give us a subscribe on YouTube or even leave a review on all our podcast channels. Until next time, this is our team, our city and our story. Θρύλος είσαι. Στο μυαλό κάτι μαγικό.